Fuck the Dolphins. Oh, fucking hell.
I've got arrows in my mouth. Hold on.
I thought it was the balls. I didn't know there was the buttons.
Arrows underrated, mate.
Oh, I love an arrow.
We're a mince minion, but fuck it. Right, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Casual Fans. Just Fred and I again today.
Biatch.
Biatch is the big boy. Yeah, we'll have a ramble and I hope you enjoy it. That's why I hate being late. Being late just throws me off.
Yeah, so when you said I fucked up, I was like, oh, I suppose it's sort of rarity, but you get away with one or two, I suppose.
Well, I can have one.
I only rocked up 5 minutes before you, so that's right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was just about on time. So today, or this week, should I say, the other week, put a thing on my story. I've not really seen you this week, have I? I've not really spoke to you that much this week. Put this thing on my story, and it was literally just me. So I was in between jobs, going from one job to the other, and I was going to get my hair cut, right? So, oops, my bad. I was going to get my hair cut, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh, I've got half hour before my haircut. So and it was literally just me. So I was in between, I had a coffee, sat there, just sat in a coffee shop having a coffee. And I was thinking to myself, fuck me, this is a moment that a few years ago, or when I was younger, especially, like young adult and that, because I'm an old adult now, never would have been able to do it.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, never would have been able to do it.
What, like being going for a coffee on your own?
Yeah, just like going out. I'd have sat in the car on my or something.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
And just waited. So I put it on the thing and I was like, do you know what? I'm actually like feeling a bit grateful.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, I'll put some story. I don't really post that much on my story. I don't really do that much on Insta. But I was like, yeah, this is a big moment. So I put it on and I was like, a few years ago I never would have been able to do this. Go and get therapy, you weirdos.
Yeah.
So it was about 3 years ago now. I went to go and see a therapist because I've noticed my anxiety was getting really bad, right?
Yeah.
So I went to go and talk to someone and then, you know, went through all the processes and everything and took a lot to go and like do it and get started and whatever.
Yeah, it's a big jump.
The people that fucking responded on that story was ridiculous.
What, like a lot?
So many.
Really?
Not even just so many, but so many people like,
that you would have thought.
Never would have thought. Never would have thought for starters. Or also people saying, what do you mean? Like, you'd never be able to do it. I was like, oh, yeah, no, because of my anxiety, I'd never would have been able to go for a coffee on my own sort of thing. And I, oh, my God, never realised you were like this. Never realised that it was something that you struggled with. And I've got the same thing, or I go through this as well. I do this, I do that. And it just fucking amazed me that it got such a response by saying something that apparently everyone else is fucking dealing with as well.
Yeah, to be fair, it's one of those weird ones. Like when I got back, say if people ain't about, and I'm like, fuck, I want to go out and get some food. I'll do it now all the time now. I sound like a loner. I'll be like, oh, who's about to get food? People say, oh, I'm busy, work, kids, whatever. I'll take myself down a cafe on my own.
Yeah.
And at the start, you're right. When I started doing it, I was like, fuck, I look like a weirdo.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, no, fuck it. You should be able to go do that sort of stuff. Go get a coffee, get a bit of grub on your own. Be happy with yourself. Yeah. Going to the cinema on your own is still a bit weird.
But yeah, see, I quite fancy that. That was a lot of people.
No, my mate does it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, because he got that limitless car. But yeah, you know, you're spot on. I think when I especially moved back,
yeah,
if people were busy and shit, like taking yourself to a cafe was a bit like, it was a bit daunting.
When you were younger,
you'd never do it.
You wouldn't have done that sort of thing when you were younger.
I don't know. Like, I don't think you just don't think about it, that sort of stuff. And I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't think you ever would. Like going Nando's on your own, you'd never really do that. Nah,
like early 20s or whatever. Late teens, early 20s is a bit different because you're still you're a kid really, still, aren't you? But for people to like kind of say, oh, I'd never do that. Oh, that's weird. I wouldn't do that. I'd never. I feel like a lot of people would. That would be the last.
Yeah, it's like a little thing, but like I think obviously very common.
Yeah. I think a lot of people struggle with the idea of it, if you know what I mean, of doing stuff.
Yeah, like, there is something to that, I think.
On the ones, but it was one of those where I never would have been able to do it, even like late teens.
Really?
Not late teens, sorry, late 20s. There's no way. There's no way I'd do that. No way. But I've always been like that as a kid, and I just put it down to not being confident, right? So I was like, I've never really been a confident kid. I was always a shy kid. growing up, I was always like the quiet one, really, and like never a weirdo,
Yeah.
but I was just like a bit quiet. Never really like went out and did this, that, and the other. But I just put it down to that, not being confident. So then it got to a point. It was not long after I'd broken up with my girlfriend, actually, that I was like finding excuses just not to leave the house.
Really?
Because I was like, it was like it's almost like bubbling up inside me. Like the anxiety was a bit like, oh, fucking hell, right, I've got to go. That's why I don't like being late and stuff, or don't like there's a process. If I don't have all these
Like
boxes
routine.
ticked before I leave the house, or, oh, for fuck's sake, I keep doing that. If I don't have all these processes lined up before I leave the house, then I get all like jittery and weird.
Really?
Yeah. But I know I always just put that down to, that's just my routine. I'm just not that confident.
Yeah, you
Just
need
a
all
bit
your
of a
ducks in a
weirdo.
row.
Yeah. I just thought it was a bit weird. I just thought it was a bit
It's
freak.
probably a little bit weird.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's probably a bit weird.
So I was like, fucking hell. I'm trying to find every excuse under the sun not to leave the house.
Yeah.
I just want to sit there on my own and just not do anything. And I was like, maybe I'm just depressed because my
Yeah,
bird
that makes you worse though.
Yeah,
I feel like,
exactly.
Sitting indoors in your arse doing nothing.
But that's what I thought. Because I kind of had because I was with her, I had like a bit of a support, but there was a bit more of a drive to get up and do something, get up and go. Like I had to do stuff. Do you know what I mean? But then I was like, oh fucking hell, this ain't normal. I can't be doing this. I just thought maybe I'm just depressed. Like, it's a bit weird. And then I went and saw a therapist. Literally, fucking just Googled it. I was like, I grew up as a bit of a man's man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was always told,
What happened?
big boys don't cry. That sort of stuff. So I was like, I'm not telling anyone about this.
No,
I was like, I'm not saying,
Oh, excuse me, does anybody know of any therapists that I can go? Can anyone recommend a good one?
So I just Googled it and that. And I went to go and see someone. And even going to that, mate, I was absolutely shitting myself.
Yeah, you would. It's a big jump.
Shitting myself. I was like, what's this cunt going to ask me? What do I tell him? I even went in there with a thought of, I won't tell him everything. But mate, it was so good. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just having a chat as well at the end of the day, isn't it? Well, like obviously talking to professionals is obviously gonna be a lot better than me and you having a chat. But I think like shit like this helps.
Well, I've said that before, and this is literally another form of therapy. Because I've not been to see someone since been back, but this is like a form of therapy.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You just ramble.
Yeah, ramble, let your shit out.
Yeah.
It's basically having a moan with your mate.
Yeah.
Having a moan up with your mate.
Yeah,
and then them taking the piss out of you. But if people don't have that, or when they just bury themselves inside, like in the house, all they're rambling to is their own fucking head.
Yeah.
So then, which just makes it worse.
What makes it worse as well is that you just feel safe. Because you're in the house, and it's just, you might just be on your own. You feel so safe and secure there that you find a reason not to get out of that sort of comfort.
Well, that's what I think it is as well. It's like you never taking yourself out the comfort zone.
Ever.
Which is like one of the worst things to do. Then you build this little safety bubble around you, and then when the rainy day does come and something knocks you over a little bit, whether it be a fucking someone's passed away or fucking, I don't know, you got a parking ticket, you lose your head, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where I think if you get used to like taking yourself out of the comfort zone, whether that be going to a coffee on your own, or like if people do any martial arts like boxing or jiu-jitsu, going to another gym where there's a new bunch of killers and then getting in the mix with them, like completely randomers, like I think that shit helps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate, definitely. Like you say, it's one of those where you realise there's no danger, that you realise that there's not actually a problem, but it's only after you've done it. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
So that was one of the big things that the therapist said to me. They were like, just go and start with, just go and get a takeaway coffee and sit somewhere near the cafe that's quiet. Do you know what I mean? It's not like loads of people around, but there are, you're still in public, and then have your coffee on your own. Do that, and then you do a jump up, and then when you feel ready, go and have a sit down coffee on your own, and then you can build it up from there, and just basically like these small stages, small little steps that helped massively. But it was the response to that it wound me up. I actually got annoyed because I put it on my story thinking, I didn't really think, it's not like everyone knew or anything like that. I wasn't saying, I just didn't think much of it. I just had a little moment where I was like, yeah, fucking, this is actually good that I've got to this point. It's mad that I could never do this before because it's just so normal now.
Yeah, it's a little, nice little milestone, isn't it?
And it's not a big deal.
No, it's not.
It's not. But it would have been.
But in your head, you built up to be such like a, fuck,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, but it was the way people responded because it was mostly fellas, mostly blokes that kind of messaged me back. I think one bloke messaged me. I'll see if I can pull a message up. I won't name who it is, but it annoyed me because everyone's got this fucking agenda, especially now it being November as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's got this agenda of, you know, talk to your mates. Let's make mental health like a, and I wouldn't say I've got a fucking mental health problem.
No,
just
I think,
something that I was
think
struggling with.
gasses it up a little bit, doesn't it? Like I feel like just it's hard, isn't it? Like, because I don't really struggle. Like, everyone has struggles.
Yeah.
But we don't have like. I wouldn't go to say it's a mental health problem. I feel like, fuck, if you're just struggling with a bit of life, whatever, what fucking bone life throws at you, like, I don't think that's the right saying, but
Yeah, but it's just like a little, everyone gets like a little glitch or a little hump in the road.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Or like, it's about like,
you look at little some skeletons that pop out the closet now and again.
yeah,
I think just fucking having a mate to chat to, or just someone, fucking be a dog if your worst case, and then I think that helps, isn't it? Like, just getting it out of your system.
yeah.
A little
I
bit.
think a lot of it is kind of identifying it. Do you know what I mean? Like saying, yeah, do you know what? I need to go and get this sorted because this is going to snowball, or this isn't something that's healthy or whatever. Because again, at the point, I wasn't like, I'm banging trouble here, like crying on the floor and all this sort of stuff. I was just getting anxious. So I'd get like real heavy heart rate and stuff when I had to go and do stuff, try and find excuses not to do it. I've still got a towel where I like tap my foot or like shake my knee. But like it would just building up. And I was like, this isn't normal. I need to go and fucking do something.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's about kind of like identifying it.
Yeah, true.
Which is good from where like an awareness comes around of it. Everyone's like, people are talking more about, you know, these issues, anxiety, depression, whatever it might be, like, and identifying them, saying, yeah, this, like, it's okay to have it. It's okay to kind of deal with this sort of thing, but you need to go and get help or talk to someone or whatever. But one of the messages here was, I saw on your story.
Who was this? Sorry, that Dave from Shropshire.
This is Dave from Shropshire. Yeah, welcome, Dave from Shropshire. We've got someone phoning, ringing the hotline. I saw on your story about you going to chat to someone. I've just booked it in after hearing that. I'm sure it's going to be one of the best things I've done, and I wonder why I haven't ever done it sooner. Never even thought to ring someone. I was like, this is a bloke as well who is always on the fucking socials and stuff, like sharing men's mental health. These are the fucking male suicide rates, all that sort of stuff. I'm like, you can't fucking be out there preaching this, preaching that, and then not looking after number one, or not even fucking identifying it as yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there were so many like that. So many people, I didn't ever realise you'd ever gone through anything like that. It's like, you didn't fucking, no one's asked.
No.
Nothing like that. Not that you would.
No.
But it's like, these are the same people that are like, talk to your mate. Talk to your mate. You know, even if it is just say, let's go for a coffee.
I feel like it's a man thing though to shove it in the fucking back box. And to be fair, I'll do it all the time with like, past relationships.
Yeah.
Anything that wasn't right, I'd just like throw it in the little black box and deal with it later. But then deal with you later does come round eventually and wallop you in the bollocks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't, like you're saying, with emotions and stuff, you can't just bottle them up.
Nah. Because
You can't do that.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. I'll just shove them in the back. I'll deal with you later, fella.
Has it ever come to the point then where you're like, where it's come to that point of dealing with it and you're like, fuck?
I don't know, because I think like we're probably a bit of a broken record, but we're like, I train like 5-6 days a week. Like I trained this morning, trained yesterday. Like, so I'm constantly busy. Yeah. Like when I'm not busy, there's shit that fucking comes over you, like, and you're sitting down, like, for example, moving out. I'm like, this morning was one of those mornings where I was sitting down, my sister's down. Yeah. She was doing a bit of work, poured the kettle, and it was one of those mornings where I need to get the fuck out of this house because it's doing my head in. Yeah. Like Hoover was going off at 8 a.m, fucking dogs barking everywhere. I'm like, get me out of it now. And then I look, you have to like cross-reference, all right, these are the funds, this is X, takes Y to move out. Oh, lovely, I'm still like another fucking 3 months off that. Yeah. And then you're like, fuck, and I was like, I had to go out of the house to go train to let some shit out. Yeah, okay. Like, but if you don't have anywhere, if I didn't go train this morning, I would have been a miserable prick for fucking 3 hours. Yeah. Like, up until leaving here. So I've gone training and finished training, like, oh, life ain't so bad.
Come back with a bit more of a level head.
Yeah, could be worse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like you need a release as such, I think. But in regards to like, has it ever got so bad to it actually hit you in the face? Maybe a little bit relationship wise, but then I think you boys are good. Like you, Smith, is good because you'll be just like, you just got to cut it. Because I'm like, I don't really want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah.
But you just be like, no, you just got to get rid of it now. Say your piece, and then it'll be all right in the end. Then
I think that again comes back to that whole like identifying it.
I think so, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You got to recognise.
Yeah, but I recognise some of the problems, and then I'm just like, yeah, I'll deal with you later.
I recognise that you're the problem.
That's how.
I'm joking. No, he's a lovely boyfriend, girls. He really is. Yeah, I think like a lot of people kind of do that though, don't they?
I think so.
You know,
I think blokes definitely do. Like blokes definitely like, I don't want to be a nuisance. Like I've had it all the time. I just deal with it myself.
Yeah. Do you think as well? Because I noticed this is something that I definitely do. I think, I don't want to burden them with that. Like I won't talk to the boys about certain things. I'll be like, they don't fucking want to know.
Oh yeah,
like, deal with this or whatever.
But also, do you feel like when, although you said you struggled when you was younger, I feel like only like this sort of like things like emotions and like I don't really want to use anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel I have anxiety, but like you know, little life troubles. I feel like they're definitely more common now. We're like adults. Like when you're when you're a kid, you don't like everyone's just there's no problems in life. All you got to care about is when lunchtime is. So you're going for lunch with all your mates, playing football, etc. But now it's like, fuck, I've got to become an adult. Like it's loads of little problems you're trying to juggle.
Yeah, there's more. I think there's more to add to the cut. Like when you're a kid, you got a lot less. But mate, I even had this when I was a kid. Mate, I used to do judo when I was like 10 years old. Yeah, right, and I used to have like I'd feel my heart racing as I was on the way. It's fucking 10-year-old judo. Do you know what I mean? Mate, he's not in there like you and you fucking fight to the death. Like we're just doing
that's
a bit
the classes I run.
Yeah, kids
class. Sean Crease, Sensei Crease.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like there was no reason to be scared. Do you know what I mean? And it was. I just put it down to I just don't like it. But I used to go there at fucking 10. Say I needed to go to the toilet.
Was you forced though?
Hey?
Did you forced to go? Like parents, like we're taking you. Yeah,
get out of the house. Go away. So I'd go there, and I'd say at the start, I need to go to the toilet, and I'd go down to the toilet, and I'd just sit in the toilet for the whole time. Just my heart just racing.
Shut up,
my
really?
heart racing, and I'd just be sat there, just going.
And was you a lump of a 10-year-old as well?
I was a bit chunky, yeah.
That's it. I suppose because I've always been small, I've got to build some confidence here. I thought if I can beat up the big kids, then I'll be all right.
Have you done martial arts since you were a kid?
No, I started. I think everyone does like the fucking when you're 10, do a bit of karate or judo. Yeah. And then I think that's just an excuse for your parents to fuck you off for a couple of hours.
Yeah, go and get laid.
Yeah,
you going to judo?
Yeah. And then I started when I was like been doing jiu-jitsu for like 7 years now. So yeah, what am I, 29? Okay. So I started 22. I started pretty not late. No, it's never too late because there's 50-year-olds that are just starting now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But it's never been like a life thing.
Yeah.
Like what's that, this RIP, the Green Power Ranger died the other day. Oh. He's the cunt that always got me.
He was white Power Ranger, wasn't he?
No, he was the green originally, and then now he's white. Yeah. He was the reason I got into martial arts.
Actually?
Yeah, because like the reason I've done a skydive
at 22.
At 22. Yeah, I've always wanted to do Power Ranger shit. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I spoke about this. I used to watch Power Rangers until I was like year 7. And I had to, this is bad. So like every I know.
No wonder you had to learn how to beat people up.
Yeah, I know. So like I'd watch Power Rangers religiously, and it was like my guilty pleasure. Like it's like that's something I shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah.
But like
it's like midget porn,
like Powerpuff Girls as well. I used to love what Soph would stick that on and be like, "Oh, I don't want to watch this." I'd be glued to it.
Yeah, you said Powerpuff Girls. I said midget porn.
Yeah. But yeah, Power Rangers, I was like year 7, going on a tangent here. Yeah, go on. Year 7, every morning, it got to the point, I think I was near year 8, so I was like, must have been like 12 or 13. Yeah. Come up to that, and I actually woke up this morning, looked at myself in the mirror, I'm like, Fred, you got to crack the fuck up. Stop watching Power Rangers.
It's like that scene from Step Brothers. Mate, you can't be a fucking T-Rex anymore.
Mate, it was literally that. I was like a 12-year-old having a stern word of himself in the mirror while brushing your teeth. You're not going to go downstairs and watch Power Rangers this morning.
You actually had that chat with yourself. See, you recognised it.
Yeah, I recognised it.
You identified it.
That's it, yeah.
That is weird, to be fair.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
13, 14, you'd probably get away with it.
Oh,
if you
that-
just
yeah.
be one of the weird
Not
ones,
when it's
you know
like
what I mean?
ages of plus 8s or plus 7s on the toys.
Fuck me.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. But yeah,
But he was the reason you got into it.
yeah, bless him.
Matey.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, one of the best films ever.
It's unreal.
They
Ivan,
jump-
Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, they jump out the plane. Tommy's got a fucking snowboard. I don't know why he's got a snowboard. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember it.
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Down, 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 down. That, you know that tune, isn't it?
I don't know. that,
Keep
actually.
keep on burning. That one.
Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I think so.
I don't think it is.
I think it is.
Was it?
We'll Google it.
Okay, give it a go.
But yeah, RIP to him. But he was my that was my problem that I recognised.
That was, yeah.
Bit of a tangent there, but
Yeah, I like it though.
yeah,
I like that you were honest there and you're
Yeah.
giving it out. People are going to be like, what to the fuck?
yeah, exactly, yeah. Fred's guilty pleasure, Power Rangers.
Yeah, I know what to get you for Christmas now as well.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I never, I like, just had those moments when I was, like I said, at that judo thing, I was like, I knew it was a thing.
Yeah,
Not like I knew it was a thing. Like I said before, I just kind of identified it as I need to just get a bit more confidence, or I'm just not a very confident fella.
yeah, but I feel like how did you ever gain the confidence to like not build that, or was you just always a mess?
I just quit everything. I just always got to a point and I just quit it because the other thing is as well, I don't like being bad at stuff because then that sparks it, because then I think that I'm getting judged for not being good at stuff, or people are like, it's always kind of like other people's perception, and I'm a fucking my own harshest critic, probably because of it. To be fair, like growing up, I've just always been like it, where it's like, you need to be better at this, you need to be better at that, and like, hold on a minute, you're a fucking beginner. Like, you don't need to be that. You just need to be a beginner and just learn. I'm like, yeah, but fuck, I know that that's wrong.
No
And
one's
I shouldn't do it. But like, you can't. It's like they say, you can't be a master straight off the bat.
100%. I like being shit at something.
Yeah.
Like, well, not even shit. When I go to a new gym, say for example, I'm doing well,
Yeah.
but there's always going to be one or two guys that smoke me,
Yeah.
right? Or just smoke anyone, because there's always someone better than you.
Of course. Yeah.
I go home and I'll be in the shower in my head thinking, what did he get me with, and how am I going to get this wanker back?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, but I think that competitive side coming out of me, and then I'll just go research a load of shit. I'll go straight back to that gym,
Yeah.
and I'll go straight up to the bloke who beat the shit out of me. And if he tap me out like 5-6 times in 5 minutes, it never happens.
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest,
It doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen.
He's fucking good.
He might only get me twice,
Yeah.
and then now I'm like,
That's an achievement.
yeah, now we're
Yeah.
getting better. It's just little small steps, like the baby wins, isn't it?
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have a fear to roll with him again, but I'd have it in my head that even if I got tapped twice and I made an improvement and I got better, I'd be like, that, you're still fucking shit. That's just not good enough.
Yeah, you can't.
Which you can't-
It's a marathon, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But it's like
Life's a
that,
marathon.
that applies to everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm even like it at work, or like even going to jiu-jitsu and that sort of stuff. Like boxing, love it. Muay Thai, loved it. Like jiu-jitsu, there was a little while where I fucking loved it. But I don't like any of the learning stuff, because you have to go through those positions, and I know that because I'm a beginner at all of those stuff, I know that I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
So repeating those positions where you're just trying to learn to get them right,
Yeah.
but doing them badly, fucks with my head.
Oh, really?
So like when you're trying to pass or something, and it's, you're like, pull the lapel here, pull the trouser leg here, step through, and it's like, no, step with your other leg. If I repeat that a few times and I get it wrong a couple of times, that fucking kills me.
Yeah, so you proper like critique and fucking
Yeah.
beat yourself up over making mistakes.
I love sparring.
Yeah.
On all of those. Like, I love going in the ring and just fucking having a bit of a battle, or like on the mats having a battle. But the whole learning side of it, I don't enjoy it as much, because I feel like I'm just repeating things badly, and repeating things badly makes me like critique myself, or think that I'm being critiqued by other people more. So that's when it gets in. That's when it
Yeah,
gets
so
in
you
my
feel like
head.
the judgment of other people, like if
Yeah.
you've done something wrong, like, oh, that was shit, Cam.
Yeah. But even that, like that applies with fucking like compliments and stuff as well. If I get given compliment, it freaks me out.
Yeah, because we don't get them a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've got to find a fucking reason to actually be complimented.
Why are you complimenting for? What do you want?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm always thinking. I'm thinking, you're fucking lying. You want something.
You want a table, didn't you?
You want something, didn't you? But yeah, it's always been like that. It's fucking just one of those weird things that I just put down to.
And what, you still got that now?
Just the way I am. Getting better. Definitely getting better. Like I said, going to see someone fucking helped massively because it just like identified it and just pointed out these little things, you know, and gave me these little steps to take to try and make things better. And it is getting loads better. But yeah, it's still definitely there. I'm fucking 31 years old, mate. I've done it for how was I? When I was going to see a therapist, 28. So for 28 years,
yeah,
just the same stuff, and it does. It snowballs. Just keeps getting like worse and worse, or doesn't improve.
Yeah, I think if you definitely don't address something, it's just going to get worse. Or like you're saying, put it in the little black box and worry about it later.
Yeah, well, that's what I think. I just labelled it as, oh yeah, I'm just not like that. You know, like you'll see someone who can, I don't know, go out and is super confident, can dive into anything and get stuff wrong all the time, and be fine with it. Like, right, cool. Like you said there, like, yeah, it's cool if I get it wrong, but I'm going to go and focus on how I got it wrong. Yeah, and try and get just a little bit better next time. That's like admirable.
Yeah, I think like you just got to understand, like, well, not understand, but everyone fucking is going to be shit at something, or like you're saying, for like when they first start, or even if like everyone's at their own pace. Like, I've been training for 7 years. The bloke might be a bit older, but I might, say for example, beat someone up who's been doing it for 10 years. Like today, there was a bloke I was asking him how long you've been training for. He was like 10 years, and I was like, I've been doing it for 7. But he was like, instead of, he understood that everyone has their own different levels, you know what I mean? Or like learning rates. So it might just take someone a bit longer to do something that you find like quite easy. Like whether it be taking yourself for a coffee, like you said, someone struggled with that for years and years and years, but then you go, all right, I'll get a takeaway coffee and go sit in the park or a bench near the coffee shop. And like, that's the little small win. I feel like you need to keep doing little small wins, them little battles, and then you're there, aren't you? Yeah.
I think as well, it comes, like you said, like in relation to that training thing, it's about how much effort you put into it as well.
I think so, yeah.
Like you say, you train 5 times a day. You're going to be better training 5 times a day, like just diving in no matter what, no matter how many times you get it wrong, because you're not going to have good days every time. You're going to be better than someone that's been doing it for 10 years, but only for 3 times a week or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know if this
5 times a week, sorry,
this saying counts, but like say when you start skiing, if you're skiing on a dry slope, you've only got like 30 meters of stretch. You have to keep going up and down, up and down, up and down. It'll take you ages to get it half decent because you can't learn the carving or your left and rights. You're braking. But if you're up on a mountain, obviously you got to learn how to do the basics first. But when you're up on a mountain, you've got the whole fucking mountain to learn. So like you're saying, you're just on there for longer, and like you got a more of a stretch to like actually learn the do's and the don'ts. Do you know what I mean?
You've got like you've got more of an opportunity to actually learn rather than just doing the same little bit.
Like, if you do, like, no one's going to become good at anything if you're doing it, whether it's working on yourself or working in a sport or actual work once a week for an hour. Yeah, if you're doing it every day, like the more you do, the better you're gonna get. Yeah, simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah, like you say,
it's
just
that reps, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an investment. It's like a time investment.
100%. Yeah, it's like I think that's just anything in life, isn't it? Whether you're doing podcasts, doing your chipping, boxing, whatever. Yeah, taking yourself out, building like
even I remember doing it actually with my driving test when I got turned 17. It was like, all right, I can do 1 lesson a week for months. Do you know what I mean? Or I can do 2, 3 lessons a week and get it done as quickly as possible.
100%.
So I think I passed my driving test in like 2 months, within 2 months of being 17, because I was like, I need to just fucking get this done, keep getting better and better. But yeah, you're right. It's like you say, it's an investment of time. And even if it is, like you said, going to get a fucking coffee, going to do this.
So what would you say to the people the people that, did you reply to anyone that was sending you DMs about the coffees and the
Yeah, I spoke to a few people, and a lot of it was kind of like not in a great deal of depth, but it was like, a lot of people saying, I didn't realise that about you. Like, I didn't know that was something. I just always thought that you were reasonably confident. And I was like, no, that's not the case at all. They were like, oh, what did you do? Like, how did you kind of identify it? It's just like, it was exactly that, just knowing that there was an issue and being like, and just said to a few of them, just go and fucking see someone. Just go and see someone. Like, even don't have to do the old, you know, let's all talk to our friends. Everyone
Yeah,
needs
that
to talk
cringes
about it
me
more.
out a little bit. I know it's important to talk about it, but it does cringe me out.
It cringes me out when it's insincere.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I get the message.
People
the
throw a story up and then that's it. Like, I've
Yeah.
done a bit.
Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm fucking going to repost this from whatever
Month it is.
whatever charity it is, or
Yeah.
I'm going to grow a mustache. So hold on a minute, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything by growing a mustache, mate. Raise awareness. You're not raising awareness of anything.
No.
You just got fucking shit facial hair. That doesn't mean that you're fucking helping men's mental health, does it?
No.
Because mate. It's so, like you say, when you see the numbers and that, because we used to live with a guy, Shay, the foot, and out in Oz, and he has his own men's mental health charity. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called something to 0, 20 to 0, 25 to 0,
Yeah.
something like that. And he was actually decent. Like, he would always kind of like tell us the numbers and talk about it and stuff. He was quite kind of pushy with it, but the numbers are a fucking joke. And this is more like I don't know, like a depression side of stuff. You know what I mean? Like men getting depression and that sort of thing.
Yeah, but I feel like if you get that, that's like the level up, innit?
The next step.
The next step up if you don't deal with it.
Yeah.
It's a big step, like having a bit of anxiety. Then you go like, oh, fuck, now I'm actually depressed, like moping around like all the time.
I feel like I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, which will get you down. But yeah, I mean, he was always good, and he'd kind of like he raised more awareness, kind of like through his side of it, where he was like, I keep saying like, getting all fucking hot and flustered there, where he was like, just it doesn't matter who you talk to or what angle you take for it, just make sure that you're doing something.
Yeah, I feel like you can literally, don't get me wrong, by no means whatsoever are we professionals or even like
Not in the slightest.
not in the slightest. We're completely different realms, but I feel it's a bit common sense if you're struggling with anything. Even just chatting to your mate. Like, I know it's easier said than done. It doesn't have to be such a formal conversation.
Yeah, like that's the whole point of this, isn't it?
Yeah,
Casual.
casual conversation. Take the piss out of each other a little bit, and then go, all right, mate. Actually, maybe you should try this a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe, or yeah, if you're struggling, maybe don't think about it in 2 years. Just deal with the problem now.
Yeah. Or yeah, like you say, how can we help? Don't say, oh, let's talk about it, because I don't want to talk about it with my mates.
No,
really.
never do I.
Because I just like,
well, it brings you down anyway.
yeah.
Doesn't it? Like,
I don't. If I'm going out with my mates, I'm going out most of the time to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I don't need to be sat around a table going, oh, fucking struggling.
But then also, some people don't want to talk. Like, might be some people don't talk to their parents about relationships, like or fucking whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, the shit day at work. But just having a little quick convo, even if it's like 2-3 minutes, I think helps a lot.
Yeah, I think my point is, this is only, like I say, I'm not professional. This is just from my fucking perspective. Go and actually see someone properly.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing to do.
That was the biggest thing, because the thought of going and like being, boys, can you help me with this? I'm really struggling, because I don't really talk to my mates like that. No. I've got mates who, like, not saying I won't say their names or anything, but you know, have been in that position where they've attempted to take their own life, and I just fucking poke fun at it all the time.
Yeah,
I have banter with him all the time. I think I said the other day, I was like, fucking hell, he couldn't even do that right. Like, which is obviously brutal. I've got a very dark sense of humour. Yeah. It's obviously brutal, but it breaks down those barriers in our relationship. Yeah, that's how our relationship works.
Yeah,
so it breaks down that barrier.
Exactly.
And we can fucking talk and joke about it and that opens up conversation. That opens up the avenue that if he ever, because we have had those conversations about it where he's wanted to, and it made it so much easier by just going and having a laugh.
Yeah, you could never, like, especially a boy group setting, you could never really have that sort of conversation. Yeah. I feel like you could, but like 9 times out of 10, a boys group chat is, what the fuck are you wearing there, mate? But then individually, obviously all your mates will love you, don't they? So you can have them conversations, like whether it be like relationship or life struggles.
It comes back to your point there, when I say that sort of shit to my mate. It's like, it doesn't have to be a formal thing. No. It doesn't have to be this, like, you can break down and cry on my shoulder sort of thing. Like, you can have it as a laugh and then talk about it, and actually, normally you find when someone's fucking relaxed, when you get to the bottom of that, the bottom of the actual issue anyway. Do you know what I mean? If you have it like, right, all sit around a circle. Let's all fucking tell each
Yeah,
other
like,
what
fuck that
women is
shit.
like.
Yeah.
Not everyone. Some people deal
That
with
makes
that.
me depressed.
Yeah,
Seeing that shit makes me depressed.
Yeah, innit? I'm like, "Ah, fucking hell, I'm about to. You tip me over the edge. Yeah.
They're all fucking them sage things. Get that out my fucking
They
face.
got a fucking Ouija board out. Yeah, it's just like that puts a lot of people off. I don't deal well with that. Do you know what I mean? So that would never ever help me, ever.
I'd rather be depressed than go sit in a room
Yeah,
and fucking talk about feelings with a bunch of randomers.
yeah,
But you can talk to your fucking mate.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And you don't have to pay for it. Fucking free.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's true. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying go and talk to someone properly. Just you and them in a room. I found it so much easier because I just got confidence knowing that they're.
But you've also done it as well. I'm just completely talking shit here.
No, but that's how you deal with it. That's a good thing. You'd be better off, like you say. The idea of you going and getting help and seeing someone formal, like you said, just gives you the shits.
Oh, yeah. And I think,
No
yeah.
chance.
So I'd actually had one of the relationships that I didn't want to be in because I used to be a coward. And
Which one?
I've only had one relationship, really, and a couple situationships.
Yeah, situationships are like
Yeah,
it.
they're the best or / worst.
Yeah.
So I was in a situationship, and she actually suggested, "Oh, we should go to couples therapy." And I was just,
this before,
I was like, "Get fucked! Am I going to go see a shrink?" Like,
Yeah.
because you obviously got the stigma of that in you.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith made it feel a bit cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but fucking Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie
come
make
on.
anything cool.
Come on.
I mean,
But yeah, no, I feel like you're either someone you can recognise that squeaky chair is doing my bloody head in, fella. I'm going to burn this chair, Jamie. Yeah, I feel like you're either one sort of person, if you're confident enough, or if you know it's like, right, we're clutching on straws here, I need to go see someone.
Yeah.
Sweet, do that. But I feel like you can just start, because it's something necessarily, you don't have to be like fucking really struggling, but even just like the little things, you'd be like, oh, let's have a little chat to my mate. Be on PlayStation.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I was on PlayStation the other night, bought a PS5, buzzing.
Yeah, unreal.
Playing Warzone, already sick at it.
Yeah.
And we're just chatting about whatever. Chatting might be like a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, how do you reckon I should play this out? Like, just silly little things. Oh, she's having a go at me for this. So just having a convo with your mates, isn't it?
Yeah. It's better, but like you say, how much better is that in that informal setting
Yeah, it's chilled, isn't it?
for something like yourself? You find that so
Yeah,
much easier.
and you can always end it in a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just going to dump you anyway, so don't worry about it.
Don't stress too much about it, mate. You ain't got long.
Yeah, don't. But I think that like just having a convo 100% helps. And
100%. And mate, if the main point, I don't know, obviously I'm fucking rambling. I'm not a professional at this, but my main point is just go and get help. Or it doesn't matter if you go and get help off your mate, if you go and get help off someone else, just don't fucking struggle just because you're like, oh, someone else is going through like that. I thought that was normal. This is just a normal thing that we're doing. Oh, this is just like an everyday struggle. Like, identify it. Go and fucking talk to someone, and don't fucking
be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy. Don't be a part timer as well. Giving it. Oh, I really support this. This is such a good cause. Let's fucking like. If you ever need me, I'm here for you, and blah blah blah. But then you keep all your shit inside anyway, and you don't talk to anyone yourself. And then you say, "Oh, I'm actually really struggling," but it's fucking taken me 5 years to actually let you know that.
Yeah, it's a bit like what's the saying for that? There's a saying.
Don't be a cunt.
There's that as well.
Yeah.
You know when like you advocate for something and you just don't do it yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what the saying is.
Fuck, completely lost me.
Yeah.
Should have had once.
We know what you mean though. You said it well there. You advocate something, but you don't do it yourself.
Yeah, just don't fucking be like, oh guys, go talk to people, and then you fucking struggle like fuck.
Yeah.
On your own, because you're only going to be you're only cutting yourself off, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
And making yourself struggle.
And then you see someone else admit that they've fucking gone to therapy and been struggling, and you're like, oh, me too.
Yeah.
I've never done anything about it.
Hashtag
like,
me too.
Yeah, not the Harvey Weinstein sort. I'm joking, girls. You're fine. Yeah, it was mad. It was mad. And it fucking, like I said to her, it just wound me up.
What's your go-to takeaway then? Just like go talk to someone.
My go-to takeaway is if you're struggling.
No, I mean like curry, Chinese.
Dickheads. Mate, I had a Chinese on Friday night. Bang average. Never been a Chinese man.
They're not good anymore. The Chinese used to bang. I'm more of a Thai man myself. Like a Thai.
I'm more of a fucking. I like an Indian. Indian's always a go-to takeaway for me.
To be fair, korma.
Indian, no. I normally go for a booner, extra onion barges as well, and a peshwari naan.
That's why you're all depressed, because you're constantly eating.
Yeah, I'm depressed because I'm fat.
But yeah, what's your go? So you go chat to someone.
Go and fucking talk to someone. Like, don't be afraid to get help. Identify it.
Slide in our DMs.
Yeah, talk to us. Yeah. Whatever. Like you say,
I won't reply. Cam probably will though.
Yeah, I will. Just don't take the formality out of it.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
Even if you go,
that's a good point.
Even if you go and see someone, you're not going in there thinking like, oh my God, this guy's going to diagnose me, chuck me loads of pills, and I'm going to be fucking labelled as a mental case. Just go and fucking speak. That's all you're doing. You're going in there, talking to someone. The cunt didn't say a lot. I only went, I don't know, probably 8 times.
Yeah, just gave me a little few life pointers.
Yeah, just gave me some pointers, gave me some bits, helped me fucking identify things, and then I took that information and then went and did my own little bit of like research, self-help, that sort of stuff. Find out the pointers that the things that give you those, like you say, with training and that give you that little release.
I think you definitely need a release, didn't you?
Definitely.
Even if you had just a punching bag, like
the
people that don't, I don't know, it's so hard because obviously where I do it, but like, I could never imagine. That's like my stress ball now.
Yeah.
Like, because you get stresses, whether it be like, can't afford shit, relationship problems,
not where you want to be,
work-wise, whatever. If you don't have a release at the end of the day, all you're going to do is have a bad night's sleep, wake up the next morning, the problem's still there.
Yeah.
And your head hasn't changed because you haven't had a release, have you?
Yeah.
So like where we go, you do a bit of boxing, crack some pads, crack a bag, let your shit out. I'm choking fellas out and being thrown ragdolled and that.
Yeah.
Like you're basically fucking releasing all your fucking demons, aren't you?
Yeah. 100%. And like you say, it doesn't have to be fucking martial arts or whatever.
I don't know.
Like you say, that's just yours or ours.
Yeah. But it could be just going to chat to someone.
Yeah.
Like,
Mate,
or having
it
a
could be
convo.
fucking, do you know what, like you say, it could be going for a coffee. It could be going for a little walk. It could be fucking reading your book, journaling. It could be anything.
Yeah, I think that I've never journaled, but apparently that's supposed to be quite good. A few of the boys do that.
I'll never journal because I see my handwriting.
My handwriting's terrible.
You are a fucking artard.
But do you know, I say out of 10, my handwriting's probably like a 4.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Mine's
readable.
Probably like 4 years old.
Yeah, no, it's readable, like, but it's not like, like my sister's got banging handwriting.
Yeah.
But do you know why this is how bad I was when I was younger. When I was younger?
Yeah.
I was only younger still, innit? When I was a kid, because my sister was like the golden child, always ate her vegetables, always done her homework, and obviously I hate authority, so I just done the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So you know the sketches when you're doing your handwriting in school?
Yeah.
I was so rebellious, I used to go backwards, like, and make a point. No, I can still do it. Like, they're like, Fred, do it the right way. I was like, well, no, I can just do it the other way, miss, and it'd be exactly the same. Now all my letters look like fucking like retard has wrote them. Do you know what I mean?
I'm the same, mate. I can't even fucking keep it in a straight line. No. I write down a page. You know when you see like a little 4-year-old, you see a little 4-year-old's Christmas letter to Santa. I write like that, mate. I need those lines. Yeah. But yeah, whatever it is, find a fucking release, yes. But go and talk to someone. Take the formality out of it. Doesn't have to be a thing. If you're going to advocate something, fucking back it up.
Yeah.
I mean, don't say talk to your mates and then don't talk to your mates, or don't say, oh, if I'm here if you've got any problems or whatever, but then don't address your own problems.
Yeah, but we got a mate who was who say was struggling with our relationship wise, and we'd give him all the advice under the sun. Yeah. It'd feel like he'd say that he'd take it in, and then he just wouldn't do anything about it. And then next week come back at the same problem, saying how he don't know what's going on. Like, so if you actually ask for advice, do take it on board. Yeah, and like try. I know that's probably the daunting part, because I was like in relationships. Someone might tell me you got to end it. Well, actually, I said to my mate, I actually gave the advice, and I thought, oh fuck. My mate was like, I don't know what to do with my girlfriend. I was like, are you going to marry her? Yeah. This is years ago. He goes, nah, I can't stand her. I'm like, we'll just finish it then. Yeah. And he goes, oh, are you going to marry your bird? And I was like, nah. He goes, well, just finish it. I was like, fuck, checkmate. We'll do it together. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, you're dumped. Turn off the phone, throw it in the river. Yeah,
that's it. Avoid it. Avoid the confrontation. Yeah, don't deal with the drama.
Yeah. That's what I used to be like, though. I'd rather someone like dump me, and rather than make someone else upset. So I'd like just like backtrack and like just slowly distance myself. like self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Because if it get to the point where it'd be like, right, I'm not, like, we're done now. We're over Fred.
You avoided me.
Yeah, I'll be on the train. I'll be like, oh, thank fuck. She goes, don't ever message me again. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Hour later, why the fuck ain't you messaging me? I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm back in it.
That's why I'm just great at ghosting.
Yeah.
Because the anxiety of having that conversation, I'm just like, nah,
Yeah.
I just won't reply.
But now, like, I've actually learned that if something don't work out, just don't
Of course.
see you later.
Yeah, like you say. And like, it fucking makes it easier as well.
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah. Take the fucking hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Go and fucking talk to someone, you fucking freaks. Don't be a weirdo all your life.
Yeah. Bitch.
Bitches. Yeah, that was a bit of a downer episode, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Next
not
week.
really, but
No, I think it was all right, though. I think you need them conversations.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Just
And yeah, you can joke about it.
Yeah.
Go on, no,
Just long story short, just don't be a pussy.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you struggle, be like me, just go do some martial arts.
Yeah.
They help.
Tell you what,
it
you can
fucking
do
helps.
martial arts in your adapt jiu-jitsu rash guards.
And with a discount code of fans10,
Yeah.
you get 10% off.
Would you look at that?
And I think it's still Black Friday sales going on.
Is there?
Mm.
They're so good, those rash guards. I know we're fucking lick their ass because they're our sponsor, but they are so good. They're
Yeah.
so much better than everyone else.
I think so.
They really are. But yeah, I had a little moan. Not a moan, but
No, in the chat.
yeah,
Therapy Sunday today.
therapy Sunday. Go and fucking see someone, you freaks.
You don't struggle and you're absolutely okay. Sorry for wasting your time.
Yeah.
But,
No, I do. And like you say, we're here as well. If you want to message us, drop us a DM. We'll probably take the piss out of you at some point, but we'll do our best to
We'll
help as
definitely
well.
take the piss out of you.
Yeah.
But slide in and we'll have a little laugh. And Cam can help. I'll take the piss.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
Biatches.
Look after yourself, folks.
Peace.